When you live in the country like we do, a lot of times it's a lot more economical to do your own trash service. Sometimes when I have a client who needs a dump run, a lot of times I will charge them for that service, and then if I've got any extra space in the truck, I will put some of our trash in there. It's just another way to save costs. Out where we live, it costs $50 for every trip to the dump. And when you work for yourself, are married, and have 4 kids, you need to be as thrifty as possible. I was reading this book. It's called Resilient Trades by Rory Groves. And one of the things he talks about is just being resourceful and not just quick to throw away anything. And I see it all the time with this handyman business. I've actually accumulated quite a bit of useful things from people who are just throwing it away. Nice tools even. I've had some nice tools. Boxes of screws, boxes of nails. I think of those old timers who went through the Great Depression and all. A lot of the boomers that I know carry on a lot of that thriftiness. But I am starting to see it go away. Always secure your load. It irritates me when you see all this trash on these country roads off to the side of the road, and you know it's just somebody who didn't care enough to make sure nothing was going to fly out. Sometimes you got to wonder, like you see these massive trash piles, people trying to avoid paying for the dump, and they just literally leave their trash on the side of the road. Don't resort to the point where you're making a mess for other people to clean. When I was working in town at a client's house, beautiful neighborhood, there was somebody had just left a mattress in the bushes. It was just a nice neighborhood. Mattress in the bushes. It wasn't even hidden. It was just like stuffed in between oleanders. I think we need I think there is community service things, but man, if you're dumping, you need to go clean something up. My brother was having difficulty remembering how to use these, and his coworker actually said something funny. He goes, "Backstabber," and my brother goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Look, the guy bends over and you stab him in the back. And that's how you remember where the zip tie goes, where the ratchet strap goes." There we go. I love these things. Old man Ratchet was a genius. Those cans of corn have been in that container for way too long. My friend who is helping me with the studio was telling me he was was telling me when he worked on base, they came across this can of like mixed fruit. No idea how long it was sitting there. It was just out in the middle of nowhere on the base. You got all these soldiers who are like, well, there's only one way to find out. And so, yeah, they looked at it, had a little bit of rust, wasn't bloated, and they opened up and chowed down. You know, I was just talking about you gotta secure your load, and on my way to the dump, I wish I would have been able to catch it on camera. It was just not a safe spot at all. It's this long bend, and it's blind on one side. And this guy that was probably my age, 30 or so, was picking up a bunch of rungs of fences that had gotten thrown off somebody's truck. And I got out and helped him out, and him and I just loaded up the little bits of fence that were still in there. Yeah, we had our emergency lights on and everything, got that taken care of. And he was just a guy that had a dump bed. He had just a dump bed on him. He was hauling a dump bed, and so he pulled over and started cleaning up. I have a tremendous respect for somebody like that. I mean, we can't always, sometimes I see a mess and I just don't have the time. But that guy just pulled over and started cleaning. I love that. We need more of that spirit in the United States. Howdy. Just trash. Thank you. Have a good one. I mean, what man doesn't like going to the dump? I do so much work for a lot of these guys, and they're successful. It's like they have big houses, big barns, lots of animals, and they're just regular dudes. Sometimes the conversation drifts to the dump. And I'm telling you, even the rich guys, it's something in a man's soul. Going to the dump, it feels good. Public dumping. Off camera, the tractor driver there was telling me where to go. I obey the tractor driver. He's got a bigger piece of equipment. I like that guy. Gotcha. See? Listen to the tractor driver. He will run you over. Don't get the tractor driver mad. You might end up in the trash. It's simple work. One thing that that I'm working on the series is I've got 2 of them so far. How to make more than minimum wage. I'm gonna just keep on making those little shorts. How to beat minimum wage. This is one of them right here. It's simple work. You just empty your truck, fill it full of somebody else's trash. It's not trash. fill it full of somebody else's trash, and they pay you to dump it. It's a great service for them, and you are making more than minimum wage. You can't live off of minimum wage, but there are things that you can do that pay more than minimum wage, and they just require just a tad bit of ingenuity. It's tough at first building some clientele. I'm still in the process of doing this. I've only been doing it for a year, but I don't plan on quitting. And I know that people who don't quit eventually win. I love working for myself. I went to trade school for machining, the machining industry. I was a machinist. I did that for, I think, 9 years. To me, it was just like, I need to scratch this entrepreneurial itch, or it's gonna drive me nuts and I'll never know what happens. So I gave notice, and I've been working for myself ever since. Obviously, I asked Natalie, my wife, was behind me the whole time. I wouldn't have done this without her saying, Anthony, you need to go for it. I love that woman. Go. That's a job well done, baby.